Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, I welcome all of you to the next episode of the chapter Birth. Today, we will have the explanation of the chapter. Before we go to learn the explanation of this beautiful chapter Birth, let's have a look at the characters once again. The first and foremost, the important character, the protagonist of this story is Dr. Andrew Manson. Dr. Andrew Manson is a young doctor, a newly qualified doctor, takes a job as assistant to Dr. Page in a small mining town. On arrival, he finds to his surprise that Page is partially paralyzed and will never walk again. This means Dr. Andrew Manson will have to do most of the clinic work in this mining town at Mega P. This is the name of the place. This is the next character of the story, the midwife. She is an experienced nurse to help in the birth of the child. The midwife and Andrew are contrasting personalities. Please understand that the two characters explained so far are different in characters. Okay, she feels hopeless, resigned, helpless, fearful, and untrained. On the other hand, Andrew proves to be more optimistic, diligent, efficient, self-sufficient, spontaneous, and well-trained. And this is the contrast that we have to understand from these two characters. Now we go to the next character, which is Joe Morgan, a well-built person in 40s, lives in a small Welsh town of Blenheim, works as a driller at the mines. He has been married for 20 years but have not got any child so far. Above all, Joe Morgan is one of the best friends of the doctor, young doctor, Andrew Manson. Don't forget that. Next, Mrs. Morgan, wife of Joe Morgan. Wife of Joe Morgan is expecting her first child. You know, the two couples, Joe Morgan and Mrs. Morgan, have been waiting for a child for the last 20 years, and this would be the first child. And here both the husband and wife are worried. Both her husband and her mother are feeling very nervous because the delivery of the child is going to be before time. So this is the condition, this is the situation, this is the circumstance of Mrs. and Mr. Joe Morgan in this story. They have been expecting a child for the last 20 years and they are going to have it. And they came to know that the child's birth is going to be before time. Next character is Christine, a school teacher. Andrew falls in love and contemplates marrying her. Already we have learned about this character, Christine. She is a school teacher, and the young doctor is falling in love with her. Next character is Morgan's mother, a tall, grey-haired woman of nearly 70. Okay, Morgan's mother, Joe Morgan's mother. Now let's have a look at the summary of the chapter Birth. Class 11, English. Andrew Manson, newly out of the medical school, has just begun his medical practice. He is an assistant to Dr. Edward Page in the small mining town of Blenheim. He loves a girl named Christine, but he has had a disappointing date with her. Sadly, he reaches Brinkover. It's nearly midnight. The hospital is closed. This is the first part of the summary of the story, Birth, in which we learn about Andrew Manson and his lover. Andrew Manson, newly out of medical school, a newly appointed doctor, has just begun his medical practice. He is an assistant to Dr. Edward Page in the small mining town of Blenheim. He loves a girl named Christine, but he has had a disappointing date with her. Sadly, he reaches a Brinkover, where Joe Morgan was waiting for him. It is nearly midnight. The hospital is closed. Dear students, In the beginning of the story itself, we come to know that the young doctor Andrew Manson is a bit worried about. But he is going to attend a very serious case, a delivery case. A doctor who is at service need not worry about anything, should not show that he is worried or tensed. Here, even if he is worried in real life, he is not showing anything about that and going to the hospital at midnight to help his friend Joe Morgan for his child's birth. Andrew finds Joe Morgan waiting for him anxiously. He was waiting for Andrew's, the young doctor there in the hospital. Joe Morgan, his best friend. He is there to take the doctor to his house to attend on his wife. He has been married for 20 years. His wife was in labor for the first time. Naturally, he is keen to become a father. Both the persons are worried in this slide. Doctor is very much worried about his lover, because the lover had denied his love that day. Second thing, he is going to attend a very serious delivery case. And what about Joe Morgan? He has been waiting for a child for the last 20 years and he is trusting his friend. Normally, people preferred the senior doctors for these delivery cases, but Joe Morgan trusts his friend and takes his service. And he was waiting for him, and he is there to take the doctor to his house to attend on his wife. He has been married for 20 years. His wife was in labor, means carrying for the first time. Naturally, he is keen to become a father. Keen to become a father. Dear students, Andrew and Joe set out. They started for the letter's house. Andrew, the young doctor, started moving towards the friend's house, Joe Morgan's house, number 12, Blena Terrace. Andrew is feeling dull. You know what is the reason for Andrew to feel dull? Because that day was the day he cannot forget, because that day was the day when his love was denied by Christine, his lover. Please understand that Mrs. Joe is there in a small bedroom upstairs. Here, her mother of nearly 70. A strong elderly midwife waiting beside the patient. Almost everybody in that house is waiting for a doctor. And who are seen in this scene here, Joe doesn't go in. Husband was not willing to go to the delivery room where his wife was kept, because he was in tension. Mrs. Joe is there in a small bedroom upstairs. Mrs. Joe, wife, was at the upstairs and was helping her, assisting her mother of nearly 70. A strong elderly midwife are waiting beside the patient. So please understand, three persons are there in this picture. Who are the Mrs. Joe, second mother, and midwife. These are the three persons other than the doctor and Joe Morgan in this house in the midnight. The old woman is wise in experience. She realizes that the delivery will take some time and the doctor may not wait, but Andrew assures her that he is not going to run away. Everybody in the house thought that after some time the doctor will leave them and they will not wait till the delivery takes place. That was the doubt of everyone in the house, especially the mother. But doctor assures everybody that he is not going anywhere. He will be there remaining till the delivery takes place and happens. He goes downstairs to drink tea in the kitchen. He is tired and sleepy. Doctor was very tired, was sleepy too. He is going to the kitchen to have a cup of tea from there. He is tired and sleepy, but he decides to stay until everything is over. He is much confused. The thought of Bramwell is haunting him, and he has been foolishly devoted to a woman who deceived him. Now, in his mind, something haunts him. What haunts him, disturbs him? The thought of Bramwell, where he met his lover, and he has been foolishly devoted to that woman. The name of that woman is Christine, who deceived him, cheated him. Dear students, this is not the end of the summary. We will find the climax of the story in the next episode. Till we meet in the next part of the summary, next part of the video, I am Sandosh, your English teacher, signing off. Take care. Have a wonderful day.